First season of the club, captain. Just how special would it be to achieve the big one this weekend?
Yeah, look, it would mean everything. You know, like you said, my first season, but from the moment I walked in the door, I knew like the task at hand, and it was days like this is what this club are built for. So we all know as players what we're going into on Sunday and how much it would mean to the club, and we had a little taste of it on Thursday night with the scenes after the game, and even leading up to that game, you know, like the demand for tickets, the sellouts, the crowds have been at. It's a club that wants success, and we want its players, so it's one we're really looking forward to come Sunday.
You mentioned that game against Wycombe, and obviously the famous image is your manager on the side on his knees. What sort of a motivator is he? And when you saw that image after the game, what did you make of it? The sort of his passion and his determination for you guys in the club.
Yeah, look, he's a huge motivator. I think obviously again only worked with him for a year, but I know that's how he's been. Obviously, and the clubs he's been at, he doesn't shy away from that, and his passion, his desire. And when I had a meeting with him in the summer about coming to the club, I could tell instantly like how he was as a manager, how passionate he was, how much work he put in behind the scenes. And I think he said after the game, you know, it was relief for him, and it was just getting to this moment, and it's a big build up, but we're well aware that, you know, we have to do the job on Sunday, and we're going to be giving it everything, and no stones been unturned this week and the build up to this point. I think he's touched on we've been through a lot to get to this point, so you know, we are a massive football club, and we fully believe that we can go and we can win. Of course we can. We're confident. We know how strong Leyton Orient are as well, but we've got to believe in our own ability, and today we worked on it in your own training, believing in what we can do, and we're excited about the challenge ahead.
How much does he sort of go into the mindset and the mental aspect of things? Because you've obviously been in such great form for a while now, but obviously now it's a one-off game. So how much is it about sort of mindset and the mental aspect of it?
Yeah, it's massive, and you know, obviously, like, it is a big occasion, and you can get caught up in that. But I think, you know, we are fully focused and believing in what we can do, and we haven't shied away from probably December time till now of what we've done day in, day out, week to week. We've built up to get into moments like this. We've never, even when things maybe were a bit difficult earlier on in the season, we never came away from how we worked, and it's got us to this point, so we've got to believe in it, and we do believe in it, and that's something we'll be taking into the game Sunday. Of course, like, it's a massive occasion, it's a final, but you've got to try and enjoy it, you've got to try and find the enjoyment in it as well, and hope, you know, that we can come out on top.
I know you've been up before with Hull. How big is it and how important is it for the clubs in League One of a big size who used to be in the Championship to sort of get back up to that level? We'll talk about Charlton. How big is it for you guys to be playing in the Championship next season as a club base?
Yeah, it's what everyone wants, really. Like, there's no shying away from that. You can sit here and say otherwise, and the progress that we want to get to that league. We all walked in the door here. We all spoke to the manager in the summer, the boys that came in, and believed that in the project and where we can get this club to. And this is just another stepping stone, and hopefully getting there. You know, things might not go your way, but it's everything we want as players. Everything we want as the staff want. We all work towards this goal all season long, and we've put ourselves in a really, really good position. And I'm excited, and I think the players are excited. You know, it's bizarre that I feel like it's literally here now. It's round the corner. Even last week, obviously, like, it was a full week ago, those scenes against Wycombe, and now it's full focus on the final, and it'll be great. It'll be a great day. Like, it'll be a great occasion. The fans are back. They've sold out, and we knew that. And there's pictures all around the training ground, all around the club of successful Charlton teams, and that's something that we're striving for, and we want to be part of a successful Charlton team.
And last one from me. I think you've beaten Orient twice this season. What did you make of those games, and how much of a factor do you think that will play on Sunday?
Yeah, look, they were difficult games. Like, Orient, again, like ourselves, have been informed going into these playoffs. They came through 2 tough ties against Stockport, and fair play to them. We know they're going to be difficult, but they've got strengths, we've got strengths, and we've got to believe in us and our strengths going forward, and we believe that, you know, come Sunday that we'll be able to utilise ours and come out on top come the final whistle. Thank you.
Skipper, the atmosphere, the 2 games over Wycombe, tough games, tough physical, emotionally draining, I suspect, on Thursday. Have you recovered after that, and how are you feeling in yourself? Yeah,
it was I think the manager said relief after the game, and it was relief just to get there. I think they were really edgy games. We knew they were going to be. Like, I know we beat Wycombe 4-0 previously leading up to it, but I think realistically it wasn't going to be like that. Of course, it was 2 teams that were desperate to get to this point. I believe we were the stronger team come the 2 games, and we deserved to win. And particularly the second leg, I feel like we were a much more dominant team. So for us, it was fantastic scenes to experience that, to be on the pitch when those fans come on running on like that. Like it's amazing. It's brilliant to see how happy everyone was to walk out to a full house to see this club in that position. Again, this is why we're all at this club, is to be here. We know how big a club this is, and it's up to us as players and staff, and we want to deliver for those fans. We're going to give it everything to do that. And Thursday was a little taste of the success that hopefully we can get going forward.
The Valley crowd has been growing over the last few months to the point of Thursday. The away support has been phenomenal. You've been involved already in some big games in your career. How did Thursday nights compare, and how do you think Sunday's going to compare?
Thursday was huge. Again, like you say, the crowd's been growing. It's been leading up to that point, but you can see the smiles on everyone's faces. I think, we're such a community club, we're such a family club. To see that, the different generations and the amount of people after the game that I spoke to, they were there with their dads or there with their grandparents, and it's so nice. And that's what football's all about for me. Is seeing families there together, celebrating success together, having special memories, and for us to deliver that obviously was a really nice thing as players. But again, it's just now, again, we've sold out our end at Wembley. It's going to be, I remember watching the Charlton Sunderland game, and I remember watching the scenes. There's pictures of it all around the training ground. Like we know what's coming, and it's just up to us to go and hopefully to deliver that again, and it'll be a fantastic day if we can do so.
You sent a message to your dad post-match after Thursday. Did he make it back? Is he going to be there?
He's here. He landed yesterday, so plans have been cancelled, and hopefully it's a special birthday for him come Sunday. But again, I think it'll be a special day regardless. But you want to come out on the right end of it, and I'm looking forward to, obviously, for us as players, the demand that we've had for our families and friends to come to the game as well has been great, and that's what it's all about. You want to be supported, you want to be followed, and that's why you do it on the cold winter nights, is to get for moments like this, to get to Wembley. I think the season would have finished 3 weeks ago come Sunday, so it's getting to this point now. You're like, right, this is it. We're here for this moment, and it's hopefully coming out on top. And
you'll be leading the team out. Have you given much thought to that? Hairs on the back of the neck moment?
Yeah, well, I hope so. Hopefully I'll be leading them out. Still to do, obviously, the selection stuff. But yeah, that's, again, why I was so honoured to take on the role as captain at this club, to be able to do that. It's when you sign for a club like Charlton, you talk about, there was obviously some big hitters in our team, in their league this year, so you think the opportunity is potentially I could be leading a team out of Wembley. It's hairs on the neck, but I've been preparing for it. Do a lot of work off the pitch and the psychology stuff. So yeah, it's a moment that I will cherish. But when that whistle goes, I'll quickly put that to the side, and it'll be full focus on getting the job done.